Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey guys. Hey guys. So while I'm sitting here wrapping orders, I said let me check in with everybody. Let's see what everybody is up to on this good Sunday. Hey, grand afternoon. Hey y'all. So a lot of people have been tagging me in the whole thing in regards to takeoff. I did see it. Um, I feel like they got a ways to go. If you guys wanted me to respond to it, they have a ways to go. But I am glad that they are trying to do something, or at least they say they're trying to do something. And we'll see. I'm not very trusting of the process, but we will see. So I know a lot of people tagged me in it, and I just wanted to just say that we definitely will see. Hey, yeah, we'll see. So y'all, why did y'all not tell me that Tasha K is getting in the middle of this little truth mess? Baby, if I need a key, that is the one for me. Cause not Tasha K getting in the middle of the little truth drama. Cause baby, that in itself is pure D comedy. Do y'all hear me? That in itself for me is pure D comedy. Child, not Tasha K calling the Mrs. LaTruth girl a hoe, talking about the whole line. Child, Tasha K ain't learned yet to keep her nose out of folks' business, child. Honey, she ain't learned her $1 million lesson yet. Okay, but now she is strongly using the word allegedly, so maybe she did learn her lesson, but still. Baby, if they wanted me to be screaming, baby, I'm gonna be screaming at that. Cause now Tasha K is pretty entertaining, okay? She is pretty entertaining and she low vibrational, but she hilarious, okay? And I just pray after I watch her, but Tasha K is funny. Okay, because I think she's crazy. Okay, I really think Tasha K is a mental patient. But honey, she was up there calling her a hoe, talking about she lying child, nitty knit, honey. I seen what she was talking about Crystal. But honey, let me tell you something. Honestly, they be hating on Crystal because even though she going through what she going through, child, she is still looking good while she doing it, baby. And if you want to be real, Neo embarrassing himself. He got a good looking woman. She seems to take care of the the house or whatever, and he's the one that should be embarrassed, not her. You know what I'm saying? Because this is not a case, and you know they get on my nerves when people act like it's a case of you can't keep your man. Like, bitch, that ain't got nothing to do with me being able to keep a man. It's if the man wants to be killed. Okay. It's if the man wants to be killed. And Neo ain't never wanted to be killed by nothing, not even a hat, baby. So, I mean, that tell you everything you need to know, child. He don't even want to be killed by a hat. So, you know he don't want to be killed by a woman. You know, I mean, let's just tell the truth. Okay? So, you know, Tasha K is hilarious. She needs to mind the business that pays her. Honey, Tasha K carries on real big. She is real bad. She's real bad. Not even a hat, baby. He don't even want to be killed by that. So, baby, look. Y'all know a real ninja gonna tell y'all the truth, honey. I declare. But anyways, did y'all have a good weekend? I know I sure did. Okay. I went to Georgia. It did try to call itself raining a little bit, child, but we made it on through. Now please tell me why I'm up there with my big old DKNY coat on, baby. Okay, and yes, I got it from Marshall's. Okay, and yes, it was $70, child. Y'all know I'm a cheap girl. Okay, so I had got it from Marshall's, child, and I got this big old coat on because I ain't want to be cold, child. Thinking I'm going to a cold football game. Hey, thinking I'm going to a cold football game. Please tell me why they had the down clothes, baby, and it was warm in there, and we all in there sweating because I got on this big ass coat, child, looking a mess. Do y'all hear me? Thank you, Elvash. I sure did. Honey, I be wrapping the hell out of these bottles because what y'all won't do is say, Bree, my oil was broke because that's going to piss me off. Okay, and I don't want to be pissed off because y'all know the male people just be careless with your shit, okay? But yeah. Child. Honey, when I tell y'all, I have had enough of the shenanigans, okay? I have had enough of the shenanigans, okay, with these people. And so then, okay, what else thing happened this weekend, child, that I was gonna talk to y'all about? I can't remember. Y'all tell me. Okay, Kiki Palmer, yes. Ah, yes. I'm so happy that she did them in her own way. I'm so glad you like your cards. Thank you. I'm so glad that she did it in her own way. Oh, you know what I was going to finish telling y'all about? Story time, okay? Because it was some people that wasn't familiar with the story that I was telling. So I'm going to tell the story again, okay? That's what I was going to tell y'all because it was some people that was in my comments that was like, Bree, it cut off in the middle of your story. And I never heard this before. And some people was like, oh, she told a story before. But y'all know I have a lot of new people. So, anyway, let's get into it, baby. So, KB Mason, I'm going to put this up here because I'm going to answer your question in a minute. So, let's get into it, baby. Okay, ain't into it, but to get into it. So, baby, let me tell y'all. Okay, is y'all ready for it? So this particular girl was talking about these particular spells. This particular girl was talking about these particular spells. And she was talking about tying a man's boxer in knots, right? And when she was talking about tying the boxes and knots, I seen it and I was like, well, you know what? Let's just talk about it. Let's just talk about it. Let's just, get into some things because I know a lot of people are not going to be honest and tell you that they ever did binding work. If they have, they're not going to be honest enough to tell you, because they embarrassed because it's like, why would you do binding work? But a lot of times when women do these binding works, some do them for control purposes. But then you have some women that have been through a lot in their life. You know what I'm saying? And they just feel like they finally got something good. They want to keep it. Then comes the trauma, the traumatic things, stuff like that, right? So, my bad, y'all. I'm gonna be printing labels while I'm talking to y'all. So you have some people that will have these traumatic responses where they want to keep the person in their life that they're dealing with. And my thing was at the time, he was my boyfriend. We weren't married, and he had this ongoing affair with this girl. Y'all remember I told y'all about the affair, right? Where the girl, I basically found out about the girl, and they had pictures together. They had been dating each other for a long time, and all this good stuff, right? So, okay, she's the one with 3. So they had been dating each other this whole time, and he was living a double life basically, because at the time he didn't have a phone. He also did not have like a pager. He didn't have no social media. He had nothing. So the only reason why I found out about this is because the girl had a mutual friend that was friends with me and her too, but also my intuition. So how I initially found out was my intuition. One morning he had asked to use my phone, and I didn't know it was spirit then, but I know it was spirit now. The spirit told me to go back and look and see what he was on, right? So I go back and I look to see what he is on, and he was on Facebook, okay, a Facebook that I did not know he had, okay, and he had looked this girl page up. So I went from my page on my way to work and typed the girl name in to see her page. When I go on her page, her and him speaking as in yes, EJ, okay, was like all hunky dory on her page, like they were in a relationship. Okay. So I immediately turn around in the middle of the road, go back home, like, you playing with me? I know you fucking lying type thing, because yeah, I know you're not living a double life, but he was indeed living a double life. So fast forward past that, because like I disclosed before, the girl has passed, so I don't really like to talk too much about her in regards to that situation. But so anyway, so we get to the point where, I've confronted him, I know about everything, and he's doing the back and forth between me and the girl. So I told my best friend, her then friend, I'm talking about her then friend, her aunt then, gave me the advice of doing hoodoo, okay? Hoodoo, however you want to say it is. It's either or, really. Honestly, it's magic, period. So she told me, she said, tie his boxers into a knot, and then what you're going to do is you're going to put them under his side of the bed. Okay? And let me issue this advisory. I'm telling y'all what to do, what I did, but I'm not telling you to do it. Please do not do this. So she told me, she said, put it down the side of the side of the bed or whatever. And I said, okay. So I wound up putting it on the side of the bed, okay? So when I put it on the side of the bed, under his side of the bed, he did come back. He came back from this girl's house, and he basically was there, right? He was there, he was chilling, everything was great between us. But then we started getting into minor arguments where he would move out, things would happen. We would get into these heated disagreements where we were shoving each other or all kind of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit that didn't make sense. Hey, shit that didn't make sense. So therefore, the thing about it, with us getting into arguments and stuff, it was like it made our relationship more toxic, right? Where it wasn't toxic. And so I told the story about how when I met Hathor, we talked and she taught me how to break it. and we broke it, and then me and him went on to be married. But when we broke it, there was still things that was lingering within our marriage because I did it. Like, I really, really did that spell. So there were things lingering over, which has the longevity of it was for years. And we're just now at a point where we can even be friends because the spell had tore us apart so bad we couldn't even be friends because it had ruined our relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I was telling people that to say that you can do it, but there's going to be ramifications from it because if you're like me, you're not going to be specific. You just want the relationship to work no matter what. And it would drive me crazy because the times that I felt like I wanted to leave, it would make me feel like my heart was coming out my chest. Like, oh my God, this is so painful. Like, how could we break up? Like, I love him, but it was the workings of the magic. And don't get me wrong, I do love him a lot, but a lot of it was definitely the workings of magic, which is why I definitely can see the difference now because right now I'm a little bit more of myself when it comes to that. I'm not really too big on anything, and I really, really, really don't be caring. So yeah, I really don't be caring, and it be my thing. I'm really not hard on myself about it anymore. And I really make sure that I'm very cognizant of I'm very cognizant on what I do in regards to him and how I manifest. Everybody tells me that we gave them hope on love. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. We really do. We love each other a lot, and the love is undescribable and it's different, right? We are literally each other's best friend. But when there's a lot of damage done to a marriage or a relationship, it takes a long time to get things back on track. And a lot of times we put band-aids over it, the damage. We don't really fix the problem. You know what I'm saying? We kind of just sweep it under the rug, and then it starts happening again and again and again and again and again. And it's like it drives you crazy. So, it takes work. It does. It takes work. When I got into issues with some of these people that practice, they sent magic to break up my union. They did a lot of different things that I found out about later on. And it's okay. I don't wish them any bad in their situations with their partners because that ain't my place to even be in that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely hate that a person would even feel like they would have to do that to me because I love, but I ain't big on love. You get what I'm saying? Love is a beautiful thing, but that ain't nothing that would, I want to pick the right word. You know what I'm saying? That's not something that just would have me devastated. So you even putting magic on that, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up in a house with my grandma by myself. You feel me? Like, I'm so used to being by myself. It's not a hard thing to get used to being by yourself. So I don't even know why that person felt the need to do that. But it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I feel sorry for you because you was that jealous of something that you didn't even know what was going on behind closed doors. You decided to throw magic at something that you knew nothing about because it looked pretty on the outside. And that's why I be looking like looking at people crazy because you can't judge things by only what you see. You can't judge things on that. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors between people. And y'all are so quick to try to hurt somebody through their partners and through their children. And y'all don't even know what their trauma be. You know what I'm saying? So um everything is always a work in progress. You definitely have to be aware of who you let into what. Um you got to be very aware of who you let around you and your partner, and what the things about your partner. You have to be aware of what you share with people. I've definitely learned that. Debbie Harris, you wanted to know, how do you do work to fix the problem? So there's a couple of different cleanses that you have to do, but you have to do like a spell to break the bind, a candle spell. Um, so you have to do like a spell work to break it, and then you have to do healing work to heal your chakras. Hey, Miss Karen, you have to do healing work to heal your chakras. You have to do meditation and all of those things. Um, can I speak on how I feel about being married versus a marriage, if that makes sense? So you mean like the idolization of marriage versus what it's really like? Explain to me so I know what you mean. Hey. My opinion on crystals. Do I recommend them? Yes, I do, but you should definitely study them to know what each one means. That is super duper important. But Alpha Aries, I think you were saying like the idolization of marriage versus what marriage really, really is. If I'm right, then we'll go from there. Just, you know. Hey, hey. How do you know if someone has put a spell on you? So I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of times you can tell by the energy around you, right? Because um okay, yeah, figures. I was just waiting on you. Okay. So a lot of times you know um that somebody's put like a spell on you because of the energy around you. It's like you just can't get right. It's like the energy is never right. Like um I definitely can tell you, like, for me, because I'm a spiritualist, I don't like to call myself a witch, but for me, because I'm a spiritualist, I'm an intuitive, I can't sleep. If a person has did something to me, I can't sleep. And I'm also warned by dreams. So let me tell you, for prime example, I had a dream that a group of women was chasing me. Okay. And this group of women was chasing me, and I was trying to make it to my car because my gun was in my car in a dream, right? So when I was trying to make it to my car, by the time I got to my car, the lady was like, "Oh, we ain't finna let you in this car because we already know how you get down." And the lady cut me. So I jump up. It's almost 3. I immediately started praying. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell y'all something. People can tell you got to do all these things to hush a person or to fight with a person. All you got to do is pray. The thing about spirituality is making sure that you keep God in your life, because sometimes you get so caught up in wanting to be so powerful or so magical that you forget that God is first, because God is within you. And so if you lose sight of where God is, you lose sight of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's the biggest takeaway from being in a spiritual aspect and form. But that's how I know. I always have dreams. Like, I'll dream of somebody trying to rob me or something like that, something that I know never would happen in real life. I'll dream of it, in the dream state. And the spirit do show me who the people are. So a lot of people, that it's been people that I don't even know that have threw things my way or lit a candle against me just because they don't like me, or because I've had a person that has came to me and they feel like I wronged them, so they're going to go to somebody else to send something to me, type thing. You know what I'm saying? It's always things like that. So yeah, that's how you know. um so Okay. Now, Alpha Aries wanted me to speak on being married versus how marriages are viewed. Um, being married versus how I thought marriage was gonna be, it's hard work. It's like a constant thing. Like, you gotta constantly learn the person that you're married with. You have to continuously be committed. And if you are a person that is not used to being committed to something, that is gonna be very, very hard. Especially when the person is upsetting you or making you feel away or anything. Like, that's hard. On top of that, learning to cohabitate with a person forever, not like you my boyfriend, I'm your girlfriend type thing, but like forever, and y'all got really, really big differences. That's a hard part of marriage too. What? Because I thought you was trying to give me that phone and I was finna cuss for high joy. Oh, you ain't got no money to pay for something?
No, it's free. No, just say update.
I'll fix it later.
Okay.
But anyway, so like cohabitating, combining families. I feel like me and EJ's biggest difference is he has insecurities around my children's dad, and I had insecurities around his children's mom. And I feel like that was one of our big issues. We went into marriage not trusting each other. He didn't trust me. I didn't trust him. I didn't trust him because he was living a double life, and he didn't trust me because he felt like I was living a double life, but it never really came out until, baby happened. You feel me? So, yeah, it's a little crazy. But I feel like anything could be fixed. You know what I'm saying? I feel like anything can be fixed. You just gotta work it in. And I feel like marriages are idolized to look like it's like a beautiful thing, but it's not. It can be really ugly. And you gotta know who you marrying. Family plays a part. People gotta be ready to release their traumas. And some people are not. Some people are not ready to release their traumas. And you gotta sit with that reality, because that's a reality. Like, your person may not be ready to release their trauma. So you know how that shit go. Um okay, Deshaunda Baker. So look, let me tell you what's crazy. My baby was getting ready to leave for the weekend, right? And I was gonna let him go with another family member besides going with my aunt, who he always go with, right? So I was gonna let him go with another family member. I kept having a bad feeling the whole week. The whole week. So about, I wanna say, Wednesday morning, I woke up. It was 4 a.m. And I said, God, whatever you trying to tell me, whatever is going on that may bring harm to my child, I pray it away from my child. Anything that can harm his health, his body, his energy, I pray it away. I don't want him around it. Literally, the person that was going to keep him hit me and was like, "Hey, I can't keep him." Something came up, blase. And I said, "Okay, God." You know what I'm saying? I pray with my kids. I'm telling y'all, when something is finna happen, it be on me. It be on. I can't sleep. I be up all times of the night. It's like I'm up. I'm up, and I'll just know something is going on. People, I think about them. Here they come. You know, I may hear a person's name and then they call me 3 minutes later. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just it be heavy on me. Is sleep paralysis demonic? You got some people that will say no. You got some people that'll say yes. I say yes. How do I protect myself and my family from these spells? A little secret. Um, would I recommend marriage? I would not recommend marriage if you have not healed your childhood traumas. I would not recommend marriage. And I'm just being real. I literally would not recommend it. If you have not healed your childhood traumas, meaning if you cannot be in a peaceful energy no matter what is going on in the marriage, you shouldn't do it. You know, I still had childish things about myself when I got married, like pulling up, doing all that crazy stuff. Like, that's crazy, you know. And while me and EJ were separated, you know, during this time, which we still are, you know, during this separation, right? You know, he was dating other people and he was dating this one particular girl, right? And it pissed me off because it was like, this girl been around us, this girl know us, you know. I was very close to the girl's sister, you know what I'm saying? And this is people that we will probably see again, you feel me? And I pulled up to the girl's house because he was lying, saying he wasn't talking to the girl. And we separated now, but he's still lying. Now, mind you, I'm being honest. I'm telling him what I have going on. I told him, you know, I was seeing my son's dad, whatever. These are things he was aware of, right? He was lying. Okay. So I pull up to the girl's house to prove to him that I know. And I didn't fight them and I didn't fight her, which is a step up for me. But I took a picture of his truck and sent it to him. Like, you're a liar. You know what I'm saying? And why are you lying? And you know, he was saying all these hurtful things to me, saying he would never be back with me and he don't look at me the same and I'm just not blase. And granted, I did hurt him, but he was saying a lot of hurtful things that I probably wouldn't have ever imagined that he would have said to me, right? And I knew that day when I pulled up at her house that it was time for me to heal that part of myself, that I didn't need to do that anymore, because he was showing me in times of turmoil who he could be. So nothing would ever surprise me when it came to him anymore. So when you are even in separation, right? If you have not healed your childhood traumas, you're continuously traumatizing the bond, the relationship by your actions, because he knew in his heart of hearts that that wasn't what he wanted to do, but he wanted to make me feel how he felt. So in return, he traumatized the bond, whereas when he was ready to be back and make things right, I'm in a place where let's be friends. Let's go out. Let's date. But let's not do the whole thing, because you've shown me yet again that you could be traumatic and we could possibly end up in the same situation because you are adding fire to a wound that was already open that started this in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So if you haven't healed your childhood traumas, I definitely I wouldn't do it. If I had to Would I marry again? I'll never say never. I don't know though. I never will say never though. But I don't know. I really don't. I really don't know. Cause I'm kind of a one and done type girl. But if the right person, came along, if I did decide or we both decided to, end things officially, because I always say like I have to close one door before I open it. So yeah. Um, you know, I don't know. Do you think soul ties can bring demons to you? Yes, if a person has not cleared their energy. Are we gonna get back together? I don't know. And if we did, I probably wouldn't tell anybody. I would keep it very personal and to myself because being in a situation where people have thrown magic at my union, I wouldn't trust the public with any of my current relationship statuses with anybody, not even just him, but with anybody. I wouldn't trust it. Um, I wouldn't trust anybody with that because it's that ain't what you do. Because people was trying to hurt me and they were hurting like the other person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not cold or nothing, but I just like love ain't it ain't at like the top of my list. You feel like I can't explain it, but it's just not. I feel like once you get that first heartbreak, like I feel like after that everything is kind of like null and void. Like that's like I just feel like once you get your first heartbreak, every other heartbreak after that is like super normal because you went through the first one and you genuinely was hurt from the first one, and then people can do you like that. So then it doesn't surprise you what people do. Like I literally did not cry when I caught him at the girl house. None that I had a blunt. I really smoked. I was more angry, more wanting to fight him because he lied than anything. I don't like liars. But you like a guy messing with another girl, I'm not stuck on that. Yeah, I'm not stuck on that. You're not. You're never the same after your first initial heartbreak. And I got my heart broke way before EJ came along. Way before. That's why when people be like, how did you deal with him having a whole other relationship? I took it in stride. I was just like, I know what you're doing. Get out. Like, get the fuck out. And he was like, you so calm because you cheating on me. No, I'm calm because somebody already broke my heart before you. I caught my kids dead in the bed with another girl. It don't get no worse than that to me. Even a man having a baby on me, I could deal with that better than catching a woman in my bed. You feel me? Like I could do better than that. Now that situation, I don't ever feel like I would walk out of. Um, because if I caught somebody in my bed now, I probably would shoot them. If you was bold enough to come in my house, I probably would shoot them. But I just feel like love shouldn't be at the top of nobody's list when you got to make a way for your kids and you got to have livelihood and yeah. Does it make me regret a lot of situations, or do I think it is what it is? I definitely feel like it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like life is an ever lasting lesson. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, I'm just one of those people that is like, You know, if I can't fix it and I ain't got no control of it, like what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stress, fuck around and have an aneurysm because I'm stressing about some bullshit that ain't even got nothing to do with me. It got something to do with that person. Like when a person cheat on you, y'all do know it has nothing to do with you. It's that person's issue, really. Like, you know, me having both people in my life for so long was my issues of trying to fill a void. You know what I'm saying? Like, my son's dad gave me calmness and peace, and we understand each other on a we understand each other on a different level, like on a real spiritual level. Like we connected by spirit. And then me and EJ, we are connected by compatibility. We're compatible. We're connected by a genuine love that kind of grew. It was real organic, and it was like a friendship first. So we got that base. We got that friend base. Um, so I just feel like, having two people, it reflects off the person. It reflects off of me. I have these traumas. I need to be catered to. You know what I'm saying? I need to have a certain amount of attention, because if I don't have this type of attention, I might do something else. That was my MO. But now in my older years, it's like I don't give a damn, because there's times that I can't stand both of them at the same time. And I don't want to talk to nobody. Like, baby, I be up in my room. I come live and talk to y'all. And I find other ways to fulfill myself. But when you're young, you don't have other ways. You just stick to what so everything is a lesson learned. Everything it is what it is. I done talked to both people, apologized to both people for putting both people in the position, and kind of like leveled the energy out. I respect both people, and I know they both respect me. So it's like, a person cheating on you is really a reflection of themselves. And if I would have learned that sooner, I probably wouldn't have dealt with EJ at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, after he cheated, I wouldn't have dealt with no man after they cheated. But in society, we are taught that you have to go through some shit or hold some people down through some traumatic shit to prove that you love them. But no, you prove that you love people every day in your actions, how you're there for them, how you help them, how you cater to them without them asking, how you are attentive to them, listen to their dreams, and encourage them. That's love language. You don't have to go through shit with nobody to prove that you're worthy of love, because they should come in a situation knowing that you're worthy of love. And I just be looking at society and girls thinking that they really got to put up with like baby mama drama, all kind of shit. Like, no, you don't. You don't. Hey, you really, really don't. You don't have to like go through the crazy shit. Like, really. Yeah. It's the way you move. The way you move is going to show a person that you love them. And I'm learning that. I'm learning it in this whole thing. I'm watching how everybody treats me. How a person treats me, let me know how they love me. Can I call you and you gonna answer the phone? Can I count on you to be there? Can I count on you to keep your word? That's love. Love is not traumatic. Love is not lies. Love is not mistrust. So I just be looking at all that. I learned a lot of lessons in this thing. And I do say that the biggest lesson that came out of this was like how not to be in a traumatic bond, but really be in love and really enjoy it. And old habits don't die hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? You know, old habits don't die hard. You feel me? Like it takes a while because you still gonna have them intrusive thoughts. That's gonna be like, damn, what if they doing this? What if they doing this? What if they doing this? But it doesn't matter. It's what you do. You feel me? Somebody said, what if it's your own child that wants to harm you? In today's society, I would say you got to look at what you put into that child. But in today's society, sometimes you can be the best to your child and they still bring you harm. So I can't answer that. I don't have a child that wants to harm me. My kids love me. Um, and I don't think that it would be any other way. Yeah, boundaries are so important. So important. Me and my older kids dad, we have been friends my entire life since I was 17 years old. And I had to stop being friends with him because you have baby daddies that think because you have a child or kids with them that they can always have you in a certain way. And or that they can always do certain things that they did in a relationship. And he just one day out the blue just asked me to get him head. And I was like, no, that's for one. And, I let that slide because I said, maybe he, just was feeling himself or something. But then my other car, I had to put it in the shop. And he said he would help me get it fixed with a guy he knew. You feel me? And I'm like, okay. So take the car to him. The dude don't know what's wrong with my car. The spirit say he don't know what he's doing. So I called my kid's dad. I'm like, hey, don't just be letting him fix any and everything on my car. So I gotta pay a big ass car note. You feel me? Like, just tell me, like, figure out what's wrong and fix that one thing so that I don't have to pay $1,000 to get my car back. He like, oh no, that's not gonna happen. So 2 weeks go by. I ain't heard nothing. I call and say, yeah, I'm trying to check on my car. What's up with it? Oh, you said you don't just want him fixing anything on your car. Is it that serious? Just you can come and get this motherfucking car. Like cussing me out. So when he did that, I politely said, okay. I got off the phone with him. I let him know the record people was coming to get my car to take it to a shop that I knew about. He goes and said, well, you need to pay him his motherfucking money. Now you would think this is my friend. Why are you speaking to me in this manner when I didn't curse you out? And I'm not even upset. I was sick at the time. You need to pay him his motherfucking money. I said, okay, well, you just go ahead and get him the money. And when I come to get, my son from school, we'll come by and I'll give you the money back because I have it in cash. He goes, no, you can cash app him. I ain't giving him shit. But we supposed to be friends. But his problem is that I didn't need him. Because when we were kids and we had these kids, I always depended on him for something, right? But now I'm at a place where I don't need him for anything. So therefore, he felt because I didn't say I was going to give him the money right then and there that I might have didn't have it. So it was almost as if he was trying to embarrass me. The energy was so ugly. I vowed to myself that I would never talk to him again. That I would never talk to him again. And I told him, I said, God gonna put you in a situation where you gonna need me. And you're going to see how it feel when you need a person and they're not there for you. Because I've always been there for him and helped him. Less than a week passed. He calling. His car got impounded. He needed somebody with a license to go get his car. I said, nope. And I stood my ground because you're no friend of mine. You want me to fail. You want me to need you because you're dealing with some issues within yourself that ain't got nothing to do with me. So you are indeed not my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just what it was. And creating boundaries eliminates mess. It eliminates mess. I don't have a friend around me that I don't want around me. I don't have any energy vampires around me because I'm cutting them at the seams. I ain't got time for it. If you get to moving funny, I can't fool with you. I can't fool with you because I know I ain't did nothing to you for you to be moving crazy on me. You know what I'm saying? So when you setting these boundaries, you need to be sticking to them. Don't play with people and don't let people play with you. So, that's important. That's so important. I just, I like talking to y'all sometimes. But anyway, this live is almost an hour, and I'm about to start putting labels on packages. And y'all know I don't be having no pants on, so I can't stand up with y'all on live. Okay, baby. So I'm about to get off of here and finish getting packages out. Okay. Everybody that ordered new money oil on Friday, you will be out this week because I had already had some money oils left over that I made. I made a little bit extra. So whatever is in stock is already made. But when it sells out, it just sells out. So if you guys want to get your money oil, you can because it is in stock because I made a lot of extra, a little lot. Thinking that I had to pour. Okay, so see y'all, I had got a machine to make my oil, right? And I poured a little too much in the machine, so I made a lot of extra. Yeah, it's some now. They're in stock online. I poured a lot of oil in there and a lot of stuff because I thought that I was making enough because I had like 168 bottles of money oil to make. So yeah, like baby, it's real in the field. Dion, I'm not gonna open any more New Year readings right now. Because I am currently sold out of all slots, and I'm not even gonna overwork myself. So you can see that's how a real nigga begin behind. So I'm not even gonna do that. But yeah, I definitely do have New Year's. I'm booked out for New Year's, but I do have those oils left. They are currently in stock. So if you guys want to purchase them, you can. When they are sold out, they are sold out until after Christmas. I will not be doing any more restocks until then. If I have some left next Friday, I will send out an email saying, hey, y'all, I still got some oils left because I made a little lot of it. Okay, I'm looking at them like, girl, you was just doing anything. Uh, and some people want to see the love oil. So this is the love oil. I'm so excited. Hope y'all can see it. And it has rose petals in it. Or a rose petal in it. And it smells really, really good. So if you guys want to get your money oil, you can. Love oil, I will restock before Christmas. But I'm going to hold off on the money oil until the new year. So yeah, I think that's everything. If I do still have some in stock next week, I will send the email out again. Asia G says y'all don't watch the movie Smile. The energy I felt while watching it after that movie was right. Yes, Triple Threat. Yours will be there by Monday. Okay, I'm glad everybody got their stuff. But anyway, I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a great remainder of y'all day. And I will talk to y'all a little later. All right, y'all. Love and light. Instructions for the money oil in there. Later, y'all.